take us through that last play to Cordero.
Yeah, so they went cover zero on us. You know, a lot of our football fans know what that is, but if you don't, it's where nobody's deep. And so, you know, they're trying to pressure, get the ball out of my hand fast, which, you know, happens a lot, you know, in gotta-have-it situations. You know, people like to come after the quarterback, bring one more than you can block kind of a thing, and, you know, make you throw the ball fast. But, you know, Coach Downing did an amazing job, you know, of preparing me for that and saying, hey, they're going to think quick in this kind of situation, which how the game was going. So this is the play we're going to go, and we're going to have a great shot on it. And great call.
After that completion, it looked like you and Donald Penn were kind of running down the field, hugging and slapping it. Like, what was that moment like, and do you remember anything?
There's a lot of relief. You know, I think everyone in this room knows that we have a good group of guys that works really hard. So we're not going out there trying to lose games, you know. So when we were able to go out here and beat a division rival, a top 5 defense, you know, to be able to run the ball and throw it on them, which is not easy. Trust me. What we were trying to do was not easy, but being able to do that, it was just a lot of relief. You know, and now we sit where we sit, and we know, you know, what's ahead of us. And so it was just a lot of relief, just getting this win, getting back on the right track, and hopefully we can go on a run.
Lose Cooper.
Yeah.
And then, but have guys like Holton and Patterson come up with huge plays for it. It was safe for them to step in and do what they did.
Yeah, you know, preparing for games, you know, I'm mostly throwing to Crab and Coop in practice, Seth, and then some game plan specific stuff to those other guys. But for them to be able to come in, me not throw a lot of balls to them, you know, timing wise and things like that, for them to just step in and not miss a beat. You know, there's things that we'll clean up, you know, timing-wise and things like that. But for them to come in and make the big plays that they made, you know, and to go up and make, you know, I think Johnny's an amazing person, let alone a player, right? You know, he's fast, but he sure as heck knows to let me know when he's in the huddle, you know. He's real good at that. So I have all the confidence in the world in those guys. Now, with Crab, you never want to lose him, you know. I love him to death. He's like a big brother for me. You guys see us in stretch all the time, always laughing and joking at practice. And then Coop, anytime I throw a ball and I feel like, you know, I had anything to do with it, it rips my heart out. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, I had to hold back the emotions of him getting hit, thinking that it was my fault. And so, you know, the way the linebacker played it, I had to throw it where I had to throw it. But anytime he gets hit, you know, I felt terrible. And you know, Rodney saw it on my face, and he's like, hey, man, shake it off, man. We got to win this game. I was like, you're right. I'll be good. But, you know, that's my brother. So I hope that he'll be okay. I know he will. I talked to him. So, you know, looking forward, you know, we got a lot of guys that can make plays, and we got to have guys step up.
What were you thinking when the whole thing broke, when everything broke loose after the Crab's lead play and then Gabe and then?
Yeah. So when I took off running over there because, you know, the whole situation, how it was building and things like that. It was getting chippy early, and you know, when the fight broke out, I just ran over there to just try and calm the situation. Usually at practice, if there's a fight, they tell the red jerseys to get out of the way, you know. And I did at first. That was my natural reaction, as I kind of stepped away, like, all right. But as soon as I saw it, you know, it went to another level. I think we could all feel that. It wasn't just push and shoving kind of a thing. I took off over there and just tried to get my guys out of there. You know, just try to get everybody out of there. And it's football, you know. At the same time, it's chippy, man. It's a violent game, and so my hope is that, you know, with what happened, it stays here. You know, we're all about, you know, hey, when certain things go down and we got to do things a certain way, but, you know, this is a violent game versus a heated rivalry, and so hopefully everything just stays here today, and we can just move on, you know, past this and, you know, be better next time.
How energized are you guys for after getting this win, where you guys are on the standings, knowing that everything's still right there?
I'm so sorry, I didn't hear the beginning.
How energized are you,
yeah,
knowing that you're right there for what's going to?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, to be honest, we're not being funny. We're always energized, you know, because we knew that coming into today, we had to win. You know, this is a must-win for us, like they all are, but situationally a must-win. And you know, after the game, you find out, you know, other things, you know, what happens around the league, and, you know, you kind of know where you sit. You know, and you get kind of like, okay, cool, but, it doesn't mean anything if we don't take care of business. So it's an exciting thing because we're right there. We know where we stand, but at the same time, we got to go take care of business ourselves.
Derek, does this locker room kind of need a game like this to the point where the outside stuff might start creeping in and you kind of need to band together today?
You know, I don't. For me, no. Just from my point of view, the way I have relationships with all the players on this team, I don't think so. You know, I think that we have a good mix of vets and a good group of young guys that get it. You know, that we understand that it's hard to win in this league, and we understand that the only way to win and turn around is to stay together. And so, did it help us to win and make everybody feel good? Absolutely. I agree with 100% with that. Do I think if it went the other way that we would have torn apart? I don't think that at all. Just based on the relationships and the time we spend together.
Derek, you've had a couple other big wins during the year that looked like it might swing momentum, and then you guys followed that up with a loss that hurt you. How do you sustain the momentum?
Come on, man. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. No, we stick to our process. We stick to, everyone recovering. I'll start on the next game as soon as I get home. I was actually just talking to our video guy about getting the games on my iPad, but we stick to our process. We stick to what's got us here. We stick to what we know works. We've built a pretty sweet culture around here on how we work. And if you don't put the work in it, you're not going to get the results. And so, we stick to that, and you just go out and you compete. At the end of the day, we came out today and we competed our tail off. And on all three phases, I thought we played well. I thought we put together, I think, one of the first games where, all three of us were just kind of, working together. Now, was it perfect? Absolutely not. We got to hang on to the ball. I got to, even when I'm getting hit, I can't, let go of the ball. I was trying, but, who knows? Maybe I got to do some more curls. But, I got to hang on to that ball so he doesn't poke it out. So there's things to clean up, but I thought that we played well together. And as long as we continue to do that, we're going to be good.
So clarifying that last pass to Patterson.
Yes.
You ordinarily see a ball with that kind of air into it down the middle of the field in that kind of situation. You wonder, but because it was cover zero,
yes,
it was a totally safe play. Even to a guy that's not normally out there doing that, doing the receiving.
Yes, absolutely. Because for him, he's a receiver. It's just track the ball. The angle, he sets kind of an angle. you know where about, but since there's no one deep, there's no threat of anything coming from this side of him. And so he just knows I got to beat this guy and then just go run under it. And then it's the plan, the plan's job to make sure no one's running into each other, kind of a thing. Because then that's where you get eyes, guys falling off certain receivers and picking the ball off. So, especially with a guy that returns kicks, I don't throw it that high. So for him it's just one of those, hey, pat and go, track the ball and just run under it, kind of a thing.
Jack said he told Todd before that play, let's go win it here. The quarterback, he said, you could just run the ball again, make a timeout, run it back,
Yeah.
put it in your hands.
I like that. Yeah, that's why you asked. No, you know me. Anytime your coaches believe in what our offense can do, you get excited as a player when they believe in you and say, here you go. We're not going to stop the clock. We're going to let y'all go win it. So, that's always an exciting thing that when your coach says, hey, we're going to go with this play. This is what they might do. You just go out there with so much confidence. We got good coaches, man. For us to play fast and to execute in a situation like that, that's not everybody's call versus cover zero. Most people, hey, let's throw it short, let them tackle it, we'll punt it and stop them, kind of a deal. But coach trusted us to do it, and it gives you a lot of confidence.
How hard has Marshawn been running for you guys the last couple of weeks? What does that do for your play action and the rest of your offense?
It definitely helps. Marshawn, y'all know him. He's going to run hard regardless. We go back to the Week 1 Tennessee. We all remember that run. So he's been running hard. We've just been able to hit some passes to soften the defense up, and then he's been able to hit some holes and run hard and get the tough yards. Plays that are 3 yards, he's turning into 7. Plays that should be losses, he's turning into 2-yard gains, which that's huge. Especially with what the coaches call in certain situations. I'm not going to nerd out on you and bore you with that stuff, but definitely it helps, and it definitely helps me. To be able to just turn around and hand it to somebody, for 20, 25 times, and just say, all right, I get a mental break for a second, even though I'm still looking at things for the past game.
Couple more for Derek. Anything strike you the most just about having lost Amari and Crab so early, also gave early as an offense to
Yes, it shows that that our staff does a really good job of preparing people, because to play Denver, if I would have told y'all that both our starting receivers and our right guard would be out for the game, I'm pretty sure it would have, the feeling would have been a lot different for people on the outside. And I mean that in a respectful way, but it just is what it is, right? Anytime you lose starters, it hurts. And that's why you got to give credit to our staff. Coach Rob Moore to prepare those guys, Nick Holes to prepare those guys, Coach Tyson, Tim to be able to prepare John. Vidal had to come in for a play. Marshall had to go to left tackle. He took every rep on the other side, had to go to left tackle. And to do that against a top 5 defense, the odds aren't usually in your favor when you have to do those things. So our coaching staff deserves a lot of credit for those guys being able to mentally come in the game and not miss a beat for us to just play ball, to still hit plays. The deep one to Johnny wasn't even for Johnny this week. We were putting someone else there, and it just happened to be he had to run it, and he went and made the play. So that you got to give a lot of credit to our coaching staff, and then from the big picture, I thought our game plan was fantastic. I thought that plan was really good going into the game, and obviously it showed today because we executed. That's on us players. I've told you a couple of times I thought the plan was good, but we screwed it up as players. And I thought today the plan was good again, and we executed.